Right, okay, so take 3 on the dam. I think we caught up with where we were yesterday with the last vid, and there was no change. But again, there was no change in flow rate this morning, which was bloody marvellous to see. And again, I don't know why I hadn't done this. It's one of them things, isn't it? In hindsight's a fantastic thing. Why didn't I think of putting a camera up there before, just to see why it was leaking in the first place? Who knows? Obviously, I said on the video yesterday that my camera that I use for checking the feeding spots, which gives me a live view on its own screen, the lead wasn't big enough. And so I was thinking, oh, I've got to go and buy another one with a longer lead. And then, of course, had an epiphany about 3 o'clock in the morning because my head's still spinning, because I'm still been very concerned and worried about this. You know, we're coming into summer. You don't want your bloody lake leaking, especially out of your dam valve, because you know, we get a massive amount of water flow here on Fensmere, but you know, if you have a dry summer, then you could be losing water, and that's just not what you want, not what you need. So obviously it's a concern and it's a worry. And also, if it was coming through clay, which was the leak, then it's going to expand, it's going to get bigger, because the hole under pressure is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the leak will get worse and worse and worse. In my head, after opening the lake 2 years ago and using the gate, and then feeling the vibration come up through the gate mechanism, in my head I'd thought that something on the gate had broken, like a bit of the gate had broken away. That's what it felt like. And then there was vibration coming through the gate. So I was expecting to see a big lump of clay pushed through a hole in the gate, basically, is what I was expecting to see. And that's obviously would be the worry, because the clay can move and then suddenly you have a big opening in your lake, and that's the huge worry there. So that was my big concern. Anyway, what I've done, shoved the I thought to myself, let's say 2 or 3 o'clock this morning, I had an epiphany. Yeah, what about all my GoPros that I used to use for my snowboarding and stuff like that? So I've dug out my GoPro. I fashioned it with a screw on the end of on one of the big XL bushwhacker pole heads, and put a light, taped a light to it, and I'm going to shove that up there and see what it looks like. It's going to give me 2 things. It's going to tell me what's occurring up at the end of the gate, if it's a cracked gate, if there's a bit missing on the gate, or if basically there's some other leak. It'll tell me if there's a leak coming in from some other point along the outlet pipe. Let's go about that way because the sun's that side, which will be not so good. And it'll also tell me the quality and how good a quality all of the pipe work is all the way through. So follow me on this one. I'm going to do a video of it. Let's look and see if it works. It's going to be insightful, whatever happens. Fingers crossed. It's all right, and it's best for Gordon up there, and there's no major issues. I'll be able to sleep more easily and fashion a way to solve the problem. All right, catch you. Bye bye. So here we go, guys. Look at this mighty erection, mighty construction. There we go. GoPro. I've drilled a hole so in there and put the GoPro through. Put a light on it. It is one of my old ones. Look, anyone that knows GoPros will know, yeah, it's about 1864, I think, this construction. But it still does the job. And so that's it. That's going to go sliding up there, up the pipe, and give us a really good idea of what's going on up there. And I'll take you on that journey and show you what the inside of a dam looks like. Okay, let's get all this set up. Put that on. There we go. Right, we're up and operational. Let's see how we go. Let's see if this can do the job. Let's have a look at the little bugger. She goes on up there. What's going on there? Where's that light gone? Oh, there it is. There we are. There she goes. Good luck, little one. Find what's happening and hopefully it's okay. Well, I've been up, just downloaded and had a look on the SD card, and oh, I'm so relieved. It's like a humongous weight off my shoulders, off the old rocks and boulders. Yeah, made up with that, I think. Other people can tell me otherwise. It looks to me that the gate is fully intact. The actual pipe itself, the actual main pipe, there's no breaches, there's no leaks through the whole system whatsoever, which is fantastic. It means nothing's happening with my dam wall. What it looks like to me is it's just, the water is just coming in from the very top of the gate. So it looks to me as though something's occurred at the top of the gate. Possibly the guide that runs it has broken and the gate maybe came away from the side of the end of the monk. So the gate would run flush and parallel to the end of the monk. It looks like whatever held that in place broke and it came away and water came through from the top. Obviously we shoved a lot of clay into that wall and gate, which is then holding that back against the wall itself. Now the water is coming through clear, which means it's not eroding clay at the moment, which means it's just coming straight down the wall, straight down the top of that gate and out, which in my mind means that I don't see that can change. I don't see that it can become a major problem, because to do so it would have to move about 6 ton of clay backwards, and I just can't see that can happen. So in my mind, I'm out the major worry. What I am going to do is I need to do a little bit of work down here at the silt trap anyway, because I've got some real cracking fish in there. I've got 25 hand selected pearlers. Now we get natural water coming in from the 2 sides of that, and the actual there's actually standing water down there. So I'm going to have to put 2 little French drain systems in. Obviously I ain't got a machine here, so I think the thing I'm going to do is just hire in a small 1 ton, a 2 ton machine, very small machine, for half a day, dig my channels. With that I know I'm going to get some good clay. Bring that, put that straight into the bucket of the tractor, bring that straight up to the top here and bucket that in and drop it right into that gap to hopefully stop that flow altogether. As soon as I've stopped that flow, because the pipe is in such good condition, I'm going to get some 2x2, which I think, or 3x2 timber, make that up into a 30-metre length, which will be strong enough to push the bung right up to the very gate itself. Because once I've got it up there at the gate, I can inflate it, and I know then my lake is sealed, done, dusted, until such time as we come to do the final drain down here, which will be a few years' time now, once I've got the diversion channel done and my stock pond dug. And then I can repair this. What I'm actually going to do is I'll take you through the construction of it. I'm actually going to construct my own full 1.2 by 1.2 metre monk system. I'm going to make the shutters up for that, pour the concrete for that, and work out the exact weight of it in a 4 metre section. And if that's too much, to get a small crane down here, a small mobile 4x4 crane. Because if I can do that, then I'm gonna literally prefabricate the whole 4 metre speed monk system with a floor already in it, all attached, all done, all of the ladder system put into it already. And then all I need to do is drain the lake, move my fish to my stock pond for a very short period of time, do a little concrete oversight, which is nice and flat, and then basically get this, drop the new 4 metre monk straight in place, dynabolt it back to the existing system, boof, done. We'll have a fully operational boarded monk system, fully compliant. Obviously that's got to happen once the bypass channel's done and the stock pond's done. But then everything's tickety-boo. We get a 30-year license on the place as well then. So I'll probably be ready to sell it then. So yeah, keep an eye out. All right, guys, take it easy. I'm a bit, as you can see, there's a smile on the dial again. I'm bloody, I'm made up with it. Actually, I was expecting to see something maybe a bit more catastrophic, but it's all right. So yeah, gonna have a grim virgin. Get on with it. Cheers. See you later. Bye bye.